decided to make this video for friends and family and all of you guys back east or wherever you might be, just to give you a glimpse or an idea of what things are like. If you don't know who I am, my name's Chad, Northern BC, Canada. My wife and I are barbers here in this town, and we moved out here. She's originally from here, but she's lived the last few years in New Brunswick. I'm from New Brunswick, and we just moved out here 6 months ago, and to Northern BC, like I said. And so I decided to make this video so that you guys could just have an idea what things are like, a little bit of an idea anyways, and to try to lure some of you to come out for a visit. You know who you are. And anyway, we've got this place out here in the country. We got about 6,000–7,000 acres of land on the farm that we live on. It's not ours, wish it was ours, but it's on a farmer's land, and we have pretty much, he said, we can do whatever, hunt and all of that stuff, so taking full advantage of that out here. We got elk, we got muley deer, we got whitetail deer, there's black bear, grizzly bear, coyotes, wolves, there's grouse, rough grouse, spruce grouse, which tastes like junk, but sharp-tailed grouse, actually right up on the hill from our house here. Every morning there's sharp-tailed grouse sitting around in there. Never had one yet, but probably will. But anyway, this is just going to be a day. Today I'm going out to get my trail camera out from the back woods. It's way out there, and I got to take the wheeler and such out to get that. And I have my elk that I got. I'm taking the hide and stuff out to set it up. Put the trail camera there. I want to see if I can get some pictures of some wolves and the coyotes and stuff if they're coming into there, and if I can kind of try to figure out where they're going and what they're doing and what they're up to. So anyway, tag along. I'm calling this one Adventures of the Mountain Man in honor of pastor of the church. For some reason, I don't know why, kind of nicknamed me Mountain Man, so I don't think I speak quite that slowly, but so anyway, this is Adventures of the Mountain Man, episode 1, and calling this one When Rose is Away. She's at work today. I dropped her off this morning, and this is what I'm up to for the rest of the day. So hope you guys enjoy this. And by the way, it's kind of windy out here today, and all I'm using is my phone to do this. So I'm sure that it's going to be noisy as all get out. If it is, I apologize ahead of time. Try to keep it as protected as I can, but you know how it goes. Anyway, have fun enjoying a day off. Alrighty, well, here we are. This is the stairs. That's the upstairs there. This is our basement. Wood furnace. Almost out of wood. Gonna have to get more. But how's this for getting you dizzy? I go out that door there, and getting ready to take the elk, well, part of the elk, out and see if we can get some pictures of some coyotes or wolves or something. Maybe even convince some to come with us. Alrighty. Come out, and this truck, four-wheeler there, snowmobile right behind it. There's a dog. It's a coyote. I gotta get him down to the guy to get him his gun and stuff. So anyways, we're gonna take the wheeler and head out. With the elk is over in that shed there. I'm gonna get the hide and all of that off of that. I gotta pick up a sled today, $20 sled. Pull her back out, and then I don't know if you can tell or not, the hills are kind of a mix right now of dirt and snow. And I went out the other day with a snowmobile, but it seems to be a lot more dirt now. We've had a couple of pretty warm days, so I'm gonna try it with the wheeler and bring in some extra rope with me, because I don't want to have to mess around with the crazy paracord again to get myself out of the bumped onto a tree. But so anyway, I'm gonna get the wheeler or the snowshoes and stuff off the sled. Get the wheeler ready to go and head out. And I just noticed too that I gotta hope this works okay, because I got this on front camera so I can see on the screen. But anyway, I got a tire I gotta blow up before I go, so I'm doing that now. Alrighty, so the tire's all pumped up, ready to go. It sounds like it's wanting to shut down on me here. And roll away. And in here, just a warning, this video is rated 5 thumbs down by Lynn, so this is not safe if you don't like hunting or a bit squeamish. Shut this off now before I open the door. Anyways, this is where the elk is. Just the hide and the pieces that I've taken out today. And there's the elk hanging. And I'm going to come out later on and splitter. Couldn't find my reciprocating saw. I think I must have left it in New Brunswick. So I'm going to do her by hand, quarter this. And then this week we're going to take it in, or get a table out here maybe if we can get a good clean spot, and cut the meat all up and wrap it and package it and have it good to go. So anyway, this is a shed full of junk, but we're going to load this up on the calf sled that I got today and get this out of here. See if we can't say howdy to some coyotes. Anyway, view from the shed. Well, I just hopped on the wheeler here. I was about to take off and I thought, check and see if there's any gas just to make sure. And if you can see in there, she is bone dry. Quite surprised it's running. So we're gonna back out of here and head back over to the house where, believe it or not, I have a gas can. There's some gas in it. Usually forethought isn't my strength, but this isn't even really forethought, because that gas can actually has gas in it still from New Brunswick that we filled up when we came out here for the drive across Ontario and never actually needed it. So we got New Brunswick gas right there. Awesome. We'll be running today on New Brunswick gas. Good luck then. Should be able to get a coyote. Get a little bit of a snag. We're out here in the beginning of the field. The road's back there behind us. House is back, kind of back in there. Trying to get out through here. Passes through there and then up and out. So that's where my trail camera's sitting. And I was originally thinking to put this out there, but I barely made it to this, and I think I can maybe pick my way through this grassy spot. But this snow, the snow is so grainy, it just sank right in it. Got stuck once already. So what I'm thinking though is maybe change my plans and go back here. Now let me turn around. Sorry, getting everybody dizzy. And up there on the hill, through those trees up on that hill, I had some a lot of coyote tracks. Looked like they were coming in and out of the woods up there. I wouldn't mind putting it there because actually from that point on top of that hill, I can see that from my living room window and kitchen window at the house there. And I have my spotting scope that the boys got me for Christmas a couple years ago. And I can actually see very well on that hill with that. But the problem is I don't have any way to get in there to sneak in on them if they are there. And then I still have to get out there to get a trail camera because I'd like to put it out and see what comes in once I put the elk out there. So, quandary, what to do. Figure it out here, I guess. And the next part of the adventure. Decided to turn around and come back. It's the bike. And instead we're going to take the sled and go out and avoid the dirt and just hop grass patch or snow to snow. Because once you hit the back country just beyond where we were out there, once you hit that, it's all snow. And there's no way that bike was going to make it through with the way the snow is melting right now. So just going to use this, kind of hop up across the fields and then we'll go over just to grab the trail camera and then come back. And then we'll take the elk up on the hill back there and see if anything comes and says hi. Anyway, long day, lots of adjustments. We're out, it's about to hit the back fields here, or get to them, so can't wait till there's either snow or it's gone, one or the other. It's too hard to switch them back and forth. Then I forgot my snowshoes on the wheeler, so hopefully nothing happens and I don't need them. Otherwise, it's just going to be a long walk home. Rose is going to be wondering where I am when I don't pick her up at 5 o'clock. So anyways, off we go into the back on the sled. And you can tell when you look around out here, there's no way the wheeler's coming in through this. The snow is just still just too much out back here. So this will probably be the last time I'm going to be out back in this for a while. A couple more weeks if it stays warm, maybe. But anyways, I'll grab the trail camera, put it close to the house, and see what we can see. There's lots of moose and coyote droppings along the way here and lots of trails, but I don't see any fresh tracks since I put the camera out just a couple days ago. In this spot anyways, or since I checked it. So probably not going to be any pictures on there, but anyway. So made it back. Just popped out the memory card from the trail camera so I can check. It says there's about 7 pictures on there, but I don't know. I turned the sensitivity way up on the camera, so it might have got trees moving or a bird flying by. Anyway, so it's turning into a lot bigger, longer schmaltz than I thought we were going to have. Multiple trips out and swapping modes of transportation and whatnot. So anyway, now we're going to head, see where we're pointing here with this camera, up on the hill that way, and put that guy on there, put the camera out, see if anything shows up. I really wanted to get it out there, but this wasn't doable. So anyway, fire up the wheeler and head out. Gate, and that's where we're heading to, up on that hill. Now it's back down that way. Video, but Sunday school song says climb up Sunshine Mountain. Face is all aglow. Look back down, see the valley, down the houses and everything. Camera, take it out. Oh yeah. Love the Polaris. Okay, now I'm sure that the wind is going to sound really noisy here. Trying to keep it blocked, but I don't know how well it's going to work. But you can see down there, this is how high up we are right now. I mean, it's not that high, but the house is kind of right there. I don't know if you can see it or not from this distance, but down in that valley, the road goes up and out. The valley runs out through that way and then runs out that way. That's where the trail camera was out there. That's where I had to go get it from and do all of that. And so what I'm thinking of is putting the camera on that tree right there. Let's hope the wind isn't going to move it a lot because it'll be going off like crazy. But put a trail camera on there and stake the elk down to maybe that shrub there or this one, some spot. Because behind me right here is the tree line coming out. That little hollow log. There was piles of tracks before, and there's still fresh ones coming in and out of there now. So they're coming out of there and make their way down through that valley down there. The farm here, the dead pile's in the back. So any of the animals or anything he loses or waste stuff goes back there. So basically I think they're just coming out of this spot here, working their way down through, checking out the dead pile, and then they go right out through that valley and up through, there's other roads and stuff back there, and it seems they just work this valley right here. And the elk herd also comes through here and goes out through the valley up there and wraps up around me. The elk herd covers miles of ground, but I really wanted to get out there. Private lease that the farmer has, I hope it's not too windy, but where the farm that we live on, he has approximately 6,000 acres back there. It's like 3 miles wide by about 9 miles long. That is all private lease land, and the farmer's pretty much, I'm the only one that has the rights to hunt on it, so yay me. And I would love to share those rights with you. Any of my friends or anybody that's listening to this family and they want to come out and go elk hunting, grizzly bear hunting out here, except for Harris, there's no grizzly out here, Harris. But bear hunting, deer, mule, whitetail, whatever, come on out and you pay for the flight and I'll arrange everything else to be taken care of. So anyway, yeah, we have all that, and I kind of fellow here the other day who lives kind of back on the side road out that way. His farm or his land pretty much connects to the back corner of the private lease land out here, and he said all the time he sees a pack of about 8 wolves that are on his property, and they're ranging all through here as well. That's why I wanted to get this trail camera and get everything out as far back in there as I could, because I'm trying to get on the wolves, but just can't get into there with the wheeler right now, so kind of stuck. But anyway, that's what I'm hoping, but I'm sure we'll get lots of coyotes and stuff coming through here. And probably what I'm going to have to do is, if I do see any, or if I'm coming out to check this, I'll just come up the road. It's running right along here. I'll just come up the road and kind of stop back up in the trees there, and then I'll walk this and try to sneak up over the rise right there and see if I can see anything just hanging out here. That, or I can maybe put a blind or something up in here, but I don't know. I'm not sure how to do it exactly, but I know you probably can't see the house from here. It's kind of right in the middle right now on the screen. Anyway, from that house with the spotting scope that the boys bought me, I can see right here. Like if I was on that right now and held up the fingers, if somebody was at the house, they could tell me how many fingers I was holding up from down there. It's that good. So I'd be able to see if there's anything up here or not, but if I'm home. Anyway, that's the plan, and been an eventful day, lots going on, so I'm gonna put up the trail camera, tie this elk hide down and stuff, and ride down to the house. Now, trail camera is all on the tree, and again, I forewarn you with this part, this is rated 5 thumbs down for Lynn. Don't watch this if you're slightly squeamish or whatever. Anyway, there's the trail camera. I just pointed down over here, and over here I got the elk tied to the bush, little paracord and a couple of legs, so they can't just, otherwise the coyotes would just come out, grab it, and drag it off somewhere and eat on it. So I want them to stay here because I want to see what comes back. I want to see what times they come back. I'm probably going to be nighttime, but I can just try to figure out roughly what their pattern is. So anyway, that's that, and Time to head back home. 2:45. Rose is off in an hour and 2 hours, I guess. So things that happen. Look, crows are coming already. I tell you, these crows out here, when I go out and set up and I start calling, I just call it all. I get a couple of distress calls or something like that. They are here like that. They're flying overhead and looking for whatever it is that's making the noise. So anyway, I'm gonna head down. These are the things that happen. At least today is while Rose is away. But mind you, she's the one that's got the elk, so if she was home, she'd be right out here with me, I have no doubt. So anyway, back to the house. My belly's getting hungry. Gotta eat some breakfast. It's been fun. It's been a great time, and glad you guys got a chance to see this. I'm telling you, any of you want to come out, come on out. It's a great place to live for hunting and such, being outdoors. And this is work. There's more work out here, more jobs. It's insane. The trick to it is not making work your #1 priority. Come out, get your job, get what fits for you, but make sure you have a life besides it, because there's too many people out here that all their life is work, 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 and then they don't get to sit and enjoy this or do these kinds of things hardly at all. Keep your priorities straight, and you can have a good life. Anyway, talk to you later. Thanks for watching.